So today we're working on a rear engine rider snapper, and it's a 8-horse, and the model number is on the shroud, it's stamped into the shroud. It's a 191702 is the model number, and then the type is a 6040-01. And if you need the code, that is the code is 31011510. So if you have a similar engine, and this might work for you too, I'm gonna guess that there's many different codes and type numbers for this. And so all we got going on here is the clutch that holds your flywheel on. That's got that clutch with those balls inside. It totally seized. It's so full of rust that you can see here the seal is all broken. This rubber seal is broken, and it's just junk. When this was installed on the engine, it was equally locked in both directions. Like it just doesn't turn. So I'm guessing what happened is, on the plastic part, it's all stripped out. There's no teeth left. And I guess it ran, turned in this, just chewed it out. So this is junk, and the pulley is junk, the clutch is junk. And it all came from water getting in here because it's a vertical engine. So this is, yeah. So I normally, when they get like this where the seal is broken, I replace these. I mean, in some cases you can clean the rust out of them, take this cover off, take the rust out of them, and you can clean them up and reuse them, but not when the seal is broken like that. So I'm just going to take both of these parts. So we got the new clutch already installed on the engine, and we're going to get the new pulley out. So this is what a new pulley looks like. So as you can see, this has no gears left in the center. The gears are totally gone. And it's supposed to look like this, where you have the teeth that lock onto these 4 tabs, like that. See? So this is the new one, and I see they got new rope on it. Sometimes they don't give you long enough rope, and then you don't end up using their rope. So yeah, the quality of it looks good. It's nice, and the quality of it is good. It's aftermarket. Now I'm going to take the rope off, and we'll see if the rope is long enough. So we're going to compare the new rope that they wound around here. I'm going to guess you can't put more rope on than what's on here, because this is filling up the pulley, the plastic pulley, with whatever rope is on here. I get the tape off so that we can see how much rope we need. So there, I like how they melted the end, because this is basically plastic. I like how they welded the end. Now I don't even know if they put a knot on the end. And so I'm going to unwind it. See, they didn't even tie it in. So I'm glad I took it off. I mean, I couldn't see a knot anyway. So we're gonna feed it through this slanted hole here, and we'll make a knot. So that's good. So how I'm going to figure out if the rope is long enough that they included is, let's compare it to the original rope that we only cut off like the knot. See if it's long enough. So we only cut off like 1 inch for the knot. So the new rope is perfect. We're going to leave all of this. I'm going to leave it just like it is. Perfect. And then we're going to reuse, well, I mean, even their handle has no insert left on it, like the metal insert is missing from this, even though this is still good. So we got a good rope. The rope is plenty long. So I was trying to find a different handle because the metal insert is missing, but apparently I used the last one on the last deal, and we're gonna have to make this one do. That's fine. We'll make it work. Shouldn't be a problem. I did order some, so if they come before I deliver this back, before the customer comes for it, I'll put a different one on. But we're gonna try to make that one work. Well, the first thing we're gonna do here is to feed the new rope into this, the new pulley. Get it secured. So when you make a knot on the end of these, make them as close to the end as you can, so that you don't have to waste any other rope. And then what I usually do is after I have it secure like this, I'll take a lighter or a torch and just heat it up a bit, because it is plastic, and if you heat it up and then you can make it even tighter. So it's nylon, it's plastic. Just take a lighter and just soften it up a bit, and you can pull it even tighter. That's what I usually do with these. Just put some heat to it and then just pull it tight even more. Now, if you did a nice compact job, it should just pull into this space here like that. It should stay like that. There we go. There. That's a nice big knot. It's not going to go anywhere. That's good. And we're going to keep the lighter to do the end of it. So that's nice. I like that. So now that we got this end, let's put it in. Put it through here, through the eyelet, so that we don't forget. You know how it is. Except for, maybe we should do it correctly. Do it from inside out, because the pulley is inside. Yeah. Pulley is from the inside. So now, when we go to assemble all of this, negotiate getting all the parts in correctly. So like this, but there's a whole bunch of parts. Gotta go. There's a whole bunch of parts that'll go in first, like this. This guy goes first. This is a plastic shoe. And what I'm going to do here as we get to assembling this, we're gonna spritz it with this WD-40 dry lube. It's going to dry. And it won't be a dirty tractor, but so we got a new clutch on here. See? And the other one, the seal was broken and it was all rusted up. So we got a new clutch on there. I didn't film that for you. So what we're going to do next is we're going to place that recoil that we just fixed on here, and we're going to see how it responds. So here's the recoil that we just fixed. Put a new pulley in it. We got a new clutch. Let's get this guy on here. Place him over top here, and we'll see how it responds to. Make sure that we get this guy on. So now, when you go to place this in place, you got to, oh man, I wonder if they got this bracket somewhere. Somebody took this apart. Somebody took it apart. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah, really smooth. It's got good compression. Yeah. I'll make sure I got the bolts for that. Yeah, looks good. Looks really good. Boy, I hope they saved this guy here. There's a tiny bracket that holds this in place. I didn't take it off, somebody else did. Oh yeah, that's gonna work really good. I'll have to get those bolts from. Okay, so we're missing something. We're doing something wrong, but that's fine. We're going to go back and we're going to put the grass screen on. So I forgot the grass screen. So let's pull this guy off, man. Oh, I'm so happy that that works properly. Yeah, this is going to be finicky. And then, so you need this. And you got 3 screws. The old one had 3 screws. How are we going to do it in this one? This one's got 4. I guess you can use the ones they're holding. See, they're just using these. They're just using these to hold that cover on, the dust cover. So we're going to use. The original ones. I don't like a Phillips or a square. I don't like a screw like this in places like this. A hex where you use a socket like a nut driver is always better in the long run. So I typically throw these away. Oh boy. I just dropped. So we got the clutch on here. That's the new clutch. And the recoil that we repaired. I'm going to pop it on. Now, I was given this to repair, and they took some of the stuff off, like the dipstick bracket. I have to reach out to them and ask them if they have that. It's the way I can secure the dipstick in without the bracket. So these are, I don't know, I didn't get the bolts for the recoil. So I'm just going to make some here. There's 1/4 inch. Just normal 1/4 inch bolts that hold these in. They're short. So you can just, if you have 1 inch ones, you can just take them, cut them off. They should work. They're something like 3/8 long. The original ones are something like 3/8 long, so I have to cut them off to the same length as those. They're 7/16. Allergens acting up to you. The old allergies. They're showing up to you. What in tarnation? And this is going into an aluminum tab on the engine block, so you want to make sure that your threads are good. So what I do on these is, when you cut them off, run them into like a new nut, just to be sure that the threads are good. See, it should go really easy, like this guy just did. I don't think you want to tighten them until you have all 4 of them in. But yeah, see, I ran a nut onto these after I cut them off. And you can cut them with a hacksaw or a grinder with a thin cut off wheel. It goes super slow. So the ones into the engine block are longer. So I made these about 3/4 of an inch. So I cut off like a 1/4 inch off of a 1-inch bolt. The tabs that these go into on the engine block are much deeper than the ones on the other end. The ones on this end here are only like a 1/4 inch thick, but these up here in the engine block are, it must be almost an inch. Let's see. The one up here, they broke it, the part off the tab. I gotta be real careful when I put her in. So, there we go. Beautiful. And these might be too long, I'll see. Maybe they were all just 3/8 of an inch long here. Let's see. If I had another such engine sitting out back, I would go undo the screws and see how long their screws are. But this one is not. This is the broken one. You got to be very careful so you don't put her in crooked. Be very careful. This is a big chunk of it. There's a big chunk of the thread broken out. I'm not going to use a power tool on this because I don't trust it. It's aluminum, and there's always you have a way better feeling doing it with a hand tool. Like that, nice and just snug them up. You don't need to go ham. It's just a plastic. It's just the air shield. It's just sheet metal and aluminum. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and try it. See how it pulls. See if we did a good job on the repair. And I still gotta ask the guy here where the bracket is for this. Oh, old recoil. That's properly working. So we got the recoil done. That's what we were asked to do. And then down there, I'll show you. This pulley down here. This pulley here. This pulley under here that tightens the deck belt. This was all raspy. I replaced that. And what else is there? I'm going to ask him if he wants one of those seat covers on it. We could put one of those on. Oh, the air cleaner. We got to do the air cleaner, get that assembled.